What we do at the Boiler Safety Program is that we inspect boilers, pressure vessels, and pressure piping for safety and code compliance during installation, operation, and repair. So there's a common misconception out there that boilers are a thing of the past, that steam engines are long gone and these days we use different, more modern equipment, and that couldn't be further from the truth. In the state of Oregon alone, we have 43,000 registered boilers and pressure vessels. These are modern pieces of equipment used in all sorts of applications, from computer chip manufacturing to brewing to food and beverage production to heating our homes, schools, hospitals, apartment buildings. They're everywhere. Building Codes Division as an organization has been around for 50 years. My program, the Boiler Safety Program, has been around for over 100 years. In fact, when Building Codes Division was first thought of, one of the reasons they brought the Boiler Safety Program in, which is not typically a part of the Building Codes Division in other states. This was done because we were really the first statewide code, and we had 50 years of experience at that point in implementing and enforcing a statewide code. So BCD was sort of built around the boiler program, and our experience and knowledge was used as a tool to help improve all these other statewide programs. I believe that uniform codes, whether that be building codes, life safety codes, or even the boiler code itself, are incredibly important for what we do. We need consistency in application, interpretation, and understanding. And there's historical justification for that belief. One of my duties as the Chief Boiler Inspector is to represent the state of Oregon on the National Board of Boiler Inspectors. This organization has existed for over 100 years, and its membership is made up of the chief inspectors of most U.S. states, all Canadian provinces, and a few major U.S. cities. They came together in 1919 with one purpose, and that was to promote one code, one inspector. And to them, what that means is that when a boiler pressure vessel is built in the United States or Canada, it should be all built to the same standard, and when it's inspected, all those inspectors should be holding it to that same standard, because they've gone through the same training and have the same qualifications. And the impact of that has been tremendous. There's so few boiler accidents these days, almost no deaths. Compare that to 100 years ago, and it's a completely different world. It may sound a little self-absorbed for an inspector to say that inspections are something that go unnoticed and unappreciated, but I think in this case it's really true. If you went out and asked a general member of the public about boiler inspections and who boiler inspectors were, half of them would say they didn't even know boilers were still a thing. That's actually a great position to be in, because it means we've been doing our job so well for so long that people don't even know we exist anymore. But it also has a negative side where we have a lack of public awareness, and that can lead to a lack of compliance. For us, maintaining this level of communication with our customers and performing these inspections day in and day out, whether it's recognized or not, means that we can make sure that people are still safe. When I came to Building Codes Division, I was the most junior deputy boiler inspector, and due to the nature of that position, I didn't really have a good feel for BCD as a whole. But what I was intimately familiar with was the culture at the program level. And the first thing that struck me about that was how engaged we were with our customers. When people think of an inspector, they think of someone coming in, laying down the law and setting the expectation and demanding compliance, but that's never really how it's worked for us. The code is the law, and our job as inspectors is to facilitate compliance with it. It's a very collaborative approach, and I think it's really beneficial for both BCD and our customers, because not only does it put them at ease, but it allows us to build tremendous professional working relationships that are a benefit to all of us. The thing that matters most to me about what we do is keeping people safe. It's going to bed at night knowing that we did everything we could to make sure that when parents drop their kids off at school or people take their sick to the hospital, that the last thing on their mind is whether or not the building is going to explode because of dangerous equipment. We're doing our job in keeping them safe so that others can do their jobs.